What's up, guys? Shaker and I'll come back at you with another video, and today we're back and we're reacting to Daniel Jeremiah's Top 50 2022 NFL Draft Prospects Ranking 2.0. I feel like I only do Daniel Jeremiah for mock to mock, but he's the only one to ever post on NFL.com. If you would like to see any other mock drafts that are not from NFL.com members, comment down below or leave a like on the video. Subscribe. Aiden Hutchinson, number one, I definitely agree. He's just so dominant. When you watch him play, you just see him automatically just show up. You can't miss him. And now here's one that I just don't understand. Ike Ekwonu at number two. He's great in run blocking, but in pass blocking, I don't think he's that good in pass protection. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think Charles Cross might even be better than Ike Ekwonu, just overall. Which, I don't know, but I don't know about Ike Ekwonu this high. My second prospect would probably be Kyle Hamilton. He's very good. 6'4". In Madden, I'm going to get this guy. He's 6'4". He's gonna have superstar, and he's very fast. He's gonna be like a 93 speed 6'4" superstar. Like, that is just no. And also that Tariq Woolen out of UTSA. Oh my, he's gonna be so good and overpowered. He's gonna be the next Chris Westry, if you do CFMs. But yeah, Kyle Hamilton's a beast. So we get to number 4, we have Sauce Gardner. He's very good. Did not allow a touchdown in college. He's pretty tall, pretty fast, and overall very good. And you just do not get the ball on him. Teams do not throw his way. So we get to Evan Neal at 5. He's moved down a little bit. I think he's a great athlete. We know he's a great athlete, but he has all the potential in the world due to his athleticism, but he's not quite there yet, but he will get there eventually. Potentially go number 1 overall as well. We get to Garrett Wilson, number 6. He is very good. I definitely like a Stephon Diggs comparison for him, where he's a pretty good route runner, but doesn't do anything great, which is a bit worrisome, but I think he's still receiver 1. When you look at him, he's very aggressive, gets the ball, and he's just fantastic with the ball in his hands as well. Kayvon Thibodeaux, there are concerns with him. I didn't really think there were concerns with him until, after the season. They started coming out with a lot of stuff like ankle injury. He's very athletic, but people are worried about him. He doesn't have ideal flexibility. I do like the athleticism there, which means that he does have all the potential in the world. Could have potentially got number 1 overall. Might even drop outside the top 10 now, but I just don't see this great of a player dropping outside the top 10. At 8, we have Nakobe Dean. I think he's phenomenal. So, I can't say that. I think he led the Georgia D in sacks, but he's a middle linebacker. He does not rush the passer. He gets sacks every time he does, I feel like. Nakobe Dean is very good. He's undersized, but he's a great athlete. There are a lot of great athletes in this class, especially on the edge as well. Edge is an insanely deep linebacker class. Edge is deep athleticism. But Nakobe Dean is a great linebacker as well. Has great instincts. Sideline and sideline guy. 9 is Devin Lloyd. I think they're really close. I think Nakobe Dean's a little bit better. I will say this over and over and over again. I didn't know how good Devin Lloyd was until he played Ohio State, where he just flies all over the field. He gets picks, and he's great. He's very quick and plays with aggression. At 10, we have Travon Walker. This guy's all over the place. I saw a mock draft where he goes number 3 to Texans. No. But, Travon Walker is definitely very good. He can play DT, defensive end, outside linebacker, even middle linebacker. He can drop back into coverage. He has so much versatility. And he's athletic, too. He's very, very good. And it showed on the top defense in the nation this past season. So we get to 11. We got Jermaine Johnson. Senior Bowl riser. The best player at the Senior Bowl. Transferred and put up monster numbers. He was unbelievable for Florida State in his last season of college, and he even showed it at the Senior Bowl as well. At 12, we have Trent McDuffie, a guy that DJ is really high on. I think he's pretty good as well. He's very aware, as we see right here. Awareness. I definitely think McDuffie's a great player. I do want to watch him a little bit more. I watched one game, but definitely need to watch a little bit more of him. Drake London is also very good. He can play slot. He can play outside. He's massive. He's 6'5" and is a decent route runner. 50-50 balls are his game. Drake London is a beast. So we to Treylon Burks. Another great guy. I will compare him to A.J. Brown every day of the week. He's big. 6'3", 225, but is fast as well. He can fly. Pretty good route runner. He can play running back as well, potentially, if you want him to. Deebo Samuel type as well. I did see some drops at times, but high point the ball he can do as well. So, time to develop, but overall it's going to be a really good player. I still want my Browns to get Garrett Wilson, but I would not be mad with a guy like Drake London, Treylon Burks. This receiver class is so deep. Olave, I saw what he could do at Ohio State as well. Jameson Williams, I would not be mad at, although I don't think he's going to go that high due to the injury concern. I think that he's really quick, which is something the Browns need. Not fast like Anthony Schwartz, because Anthony Schwartz cannot catch the ball to save his life. Like, you saw the Chiefs game when he had the best game of the season, but, like, he was so open and almost dropped passes. Like, he had to, like, bobble him to catch him. It's open, too. It was very sad. As we get to 15, Derek Stingley Jr. has dropped a little bit for DJ. Inconsistent play in 2020 and 2021 has made him drop a little bit in the draft. But if you saw him as a freshman in 2019, you would have thought that he was a lock to go number 1 overall. But he's no longer a lock to go number 1 overall. He's probably going to go... he could go anywhere, honestly. But, yeah, I like this is what he says. He needs to play with a little bit more urgency and aggression. I like that, about what DJ just said there. Because I feel like he's not aggressive enough when he's tackling. I understand tackling is not a corner thing, but, like, I don't think he tackles well, like, at all. 16, we got George Karlaftis. Not the most athletic guy. He's pretty athletic, but not the most athletic. There are a lot more athletic edge rushers than George Karlaftis in this class. So, like, he puts up great numbers. Like, he doesn't put up great numbers. He just puts up consistent pressure, which is what you would love to see. I'm recording this really slow. I need to, like, speed this up a little bit. 17, we got Jordan Davis, defensive tackle for Georgia. I think Jordan Davis is a pretty good player. The only concern with him is his pass rush down availability, because he does not play on pass rush downs, which is concerning. And it was like Christian Barmore last year. Christian Barmore didn't play, like, run-stopping downs, which is an issue. You have to play every down, and that's something Jordan Davis doesn't do. But as a run-stopper, he would go top 10. And Jordan Davis is very good. The pass rush needs to get there. He's a dominant force. 18 is David Ojabo. He's another guy that just flies off the screen with Hutchinson. I feel bad for opposing quarterbacks that have to play the Michigan D-line. Like, you just don't even like see anything before these guys are screaming at you. And he's another really athletic guy that puts George Karlaftis down a little bit more. 19, we got Dax Hill. I think Dax Hill is a really good player. Some people aren't that high on him. I'm very high on Dax Hill. And it's not, I can say this, because I'm an Ohio State fan, and he went to Michigan. He is very smart. Can play slot corner, can play safety. He can play a bunch of different places. In the Wisconsin game, I watched that game, and he was so dominant. He was flying around the field, making plays, getting picks. I think the D-line will help him. I think if he goes to a really good D-line would help. With a guy like, if he goes to the Cowboys and him and Micah Parsons are flying around out there, I mean, you should definitely be scared of the Cowboys. Like, even though they had the best defense last year, they could still get Dax Hill. I think that would improve their defense a ton. 20, we have Kyler Gordon. He is very fast, if I remember correctly. I think he's going to run really fast at the combine. He's decently tall, not the tallest, but I haven't watched a ton of him. I was watching McDuffie when I was watching Washington, but I know that he's really fast, like very fast. Kenyon Green, he's just like the most like average guy that's going to go round one. He's very, very good at what he does, but he's a guard. So, guard goes higher than center than Linderbaum, but I think that he's still a just fantastic player. He lined up at 4 of the 5 O-line positions. That's what I remember that in 2021. He's phenomenal, but does play a bit of a worrisome position. Linderbaum, I think, when you're ranking prospects, I think that Linderbaum should be like top 10 for sure, because he is a top 10 player in this draft. He beat Tristan Wirfs in a wrestling match. Like, yeah, I think similar impact as Creed Humphrey is a good thing to say as well. But Linderbaum is very good. I don't know why he wouldn't be ranked top 10 right here. Penning at number 23. Didn't DJ Smart-Trev have him go like 6 last week? That was weird, but he's very aggressive, Trevor Penning. Smaller school guy, so that is a concern, but he's so aggressive. Like at the Senior Bowl, he wasn't even like winning stuff, but he was just destroying them after he would get destroyed, to just show like he's for real. Charles Cross at 24, bro. This just brings pain to my heart. I think Charles Cross is phenomenal. Just because he can't run block that well, I don't care. Charles Cross is unbelievable. He didn't have to run block in Mississippi State. All he had to do was pass block, and he did that phenomenally. His overall doesn't have elite agility or power. It doesn't matter when you don't get by him. He's definitely top 10 prospect for me. At 25, we have Jahan Dotson. He's undersized, but he got quickness, deep speed, and hands. He catches outside of his frame. Pretty good route runner, I think. And he will make an immediate impact as a gadget player for whoever drafts him. 26, we got Chris Olave. He's very good. Terrific speed, an excellent route runner. I like that, for sure. Deep threat, for sure. Olave is great. Jameson Williams, I feel like them two are very similar. Jameson Williams, I feel like it's a little bit more tall than Olave is. But the torn ACL in the college football playoff is going to hurt his stock, which is a bit disappointing because I think he's a great player. Great route runner, great speed as well. Pickett is dropping 10 spots. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are good. We'll get to Matt Corral in a minute. Pickett had like one season where he was average. He was always average at Pittsburgh, and then this season he became a little bit better. But is not athletic. Athleticism. I don't think he's had athletic like at all. But he's got great accuracy, but he doesn't have the elite throw power. Concern about the hand size. Matt Hasselbeck, like, he was never even that good. Like, I just, no. Devontae Wyatt is another great player. I was watching a little bit of who's I watching? Trayvon Walker, yes. And Devontae Wyatt just showed up. The Georgia D-line is insane. Trayvon Walker, Devontae Wyatt. Georgia defense was insane. There could be 7 probably guys go first round. A ton of guys in there. We got Devontae Wyatt, Jordan Davis, Trayvon Walker, Nakobe Dean, Darian Kendrick, Lewis Cine. I'm probably forgetting more. More corners, probably. But I think Devontae Wyatt is a great player. He might even be better than Jordan Davis. Tyler Smith, I'm not familiar with at all. So I'm not going to go over that. Andrew Booth Jr. going up 1. I don't know why DJ doesn't like Andrew Booth Jr. I think Andrew Booth Jr. is a really good corner. He's not great when the ball is thrown at him, but teams don't throw at him because he's not really that open. But, yeah, he's caught flat-footed at times, giving out big plays. But I think he's very good. I don't think that you should sleep on Andrew Booth Jr. I think he's a very good player. Malik Willis at 32. He's got the most upside for sure. But again, I do not like any of these quarterbacks. Like, his accuracy isn't that great. He's got a great arm, but like, he didn't look that great in college. He went to small school at Liberty, and when he played the big schools, he kind of got owned, honestly. And he didn't really show, like, the elite accuracy, which is what you want to see. I don't think any of these quarterbacks in this draft are that good. Boye Mafe is a riser from the Senior Bowl. Outstanding performance at the Senior Bowl is what DJ says. He played. He's great. He's another great edge rusher. But he's raw right now. I think he has great upside though. Matt Corral at 34. I watched Matt Corral over the past week, and let me tell you something. He plays in an RPO system, which is worrisome because you're forced to make quick reads, and I might even do a video on Matt Corral because I don't even think he's that good either. I don't even know who I would think is the top quarterback, man. I really don't like any of them. Corral, RPO game is what DJ says as well. And he doesn't throw the deep. He's got a cannon, but he doesn't throw the deep ball with accuracy. I feel like a great fit for Matt Corral would be the Saints. Because you have a running back, gadget player like Kamara, check down out of the backfield, hand off if you need to. Get a big receiver like Michael Thomas. They can just throw it up to. And then the Saints need to get another receiver, though, which is the issue. I think you could do that in round 2, take Matt Corral round 1. But I think Matt Corral is going to go higher. But he plays reckless. And, like, he always is looking to run. And doesn't really ever make reads, which is my issue with him. He doesn't make reads that well. 34 is Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall is a pretty good player. He's really young, and I don't really know like much about these running backs yet, because I didn't think there was one that was going to go round 1, or even maybe potentially round 2. But then I remembered that just because they don't go that high, it's because teams maybe don't need them, but they're still really good. But like, it's an issue. Breece Hall is a pretty good player. I don't know much about these running backs, so I'm not going to talk about the running backs. Bernhard Raimann, or Ryman, I think is what his name is. He's from Austria. He made a transition to left tackle, and he's very big. He's like 6'7". He's very big. Like, I don't know. He just was not good at the Senior Bowl, which was a bit worrisome for his draft stock. Jalen Petrie was a guy that had a great Senior Bowl, if I remember correctly. Very versatile, and I haven't watched Jalen Petrie either. Travis Jones, haven't watched. You know, he's a big Senior Bowl guy. Oh, yeah, Quay Walker, another guy in this Georgia defense. Great off the ball. Very fast, pretty good speed. Zion Johnson was another great Senior Bowl guy. Remember, he stayed after this practice at the Senior Bowl to get center reps. Can play a ton of places on the O-line, and is going to be very reliable. I could definitely see him going to the Bengals, Titans, potentially end of the late first round, being definitely pretty good. Arnold Ebiketie, great Senior Bowl. Think he could sneak into the back of the first for sure. DeMarvin Leal. This is someone that you got to talk about. I mean, he's got all the athleticism in the world, but just never displayed it. Like, he's very... That's not... I didn't mean that like that. He's got all the athleticism in the world, but just did not show it at times, which was very worrisome. Didn't let out his full potential at Texas A&M. Christian Harris, really smart guy. Flies around the field. When you're looking at the Alabama defense, Christian Harris is flying all over the field. Perrion Winfrey, great Senior Bowl riser as well. Greg Dulcich, I'm not that familiar with, but I know that he could potentially be tight end 1. Sam Howell's dropping 11 spots. His 2020 campaign, you would have thought that he would have gone top 5 for sure. Probably gone number 2 overall to whatever team was picking there. Rattler probably would have gone number 1, but I think Sam Howell was so good. And then this season, all his weapons left, like Dyami Brown, Michael Carter, Javonte Williams. His O-line was very bad. The scheme that he's in is not that helpful for his draft stock either. He's got a great arm, can run, but runs too much as well. Same deal with Matt Corral, that you're going to get injured eventually. And I think he has NFL starter ability, but you gotta put him in on offense with his weapons. If there's no weapons and no line, he's not going to be good. Logan Hall, edge, defense tackle, flexibility. That's all I really know about him. Daniel Faalele, this guy's massive. Just massive. He's 6'9", almost 400 pounds. He's a massive of a man, but definitely concerns about his, what am I trying to get to? Clean pass, polish. I'm not getting the word right now, but he's not ready yet. He's very big and very athletic, but not that good yet. Oh yeah, that's the word, good. No, that's probably not the word, but whatever. Kyrie Elam's really good as well. Just has injury concerns. Height, speed, and weight are all good. Louis Cine drops out. Jalen Tolbert, I think, is really good. Very sad. Roger McCreary. I love Roger McCreary, man. Everyone hates on Roger McCreary. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.